Hello and welcome to Backchannel. This is Kate's Positivity Island, where for the next hour it's all about just a bit of joy. I'm here, my name's Kate Cocker. I host a podcast called Everyday Positivity, and that is Will Dell. Hello, Will Dell.
Hello, good morning. Hi.
Hi. So this is a bit different to what we've done in the past, isn't it? The really exciting thing about Backchannel is it's all very new technology. The brilliant thing about Backchannel is that you can talk live with the hosts, live of the shows, live that are on Backchannel. And you can do that by talking through your Amazon Echo show if you're in North America. So all you have to do if you want to talk to us today is use the name that you call your device. We're going for Eliza. And then the keyword is say, and then you add your message. So it's Eliza, say, Kate, why are you in your kitchen? For example.
That's a good question.
What's your good news today, Mr. Will?
Oh my goodness. So much. I have so much that I'm looking forward to. For starters. I know it's only Thursday, but I'm going to be doing some baking as well. I'm going to make banana bread, I think, tomorrow. And then I've got such a fun weekend planned of seeing people. Lovely people, so I'm very excited about that.
So you're not going to try cooking live on the radio right now?
No, I'm not going to do that. Are you, Kate?
Yes, I am, Will. Let me just turn this light
Good.
on.
So, while Kate does that, I'm going to read from the chat. Hello to everybody who's tuned in so far. Sonny said, I know why Kate's in the kitchen. Max said, hello. Max listens to Everyday Positivity every morning. Thank you so much.
Hi, Max.
Sonny said, Will, I'm eating homemade banana bread as we speak. So my housemate the other day...
Yes! We're having a cook-along. So on Tuesday night, I went and tried baking marmalade with my friends. And it was really good, except we just did not allow enough time. You have to boil it for a really long time. We ended up with this vat like this big of oranges and peel and all of that kind of stuff. Anyway, I got photographs today. In fact, I'll send them to you and then you can share. But the marmalade has come up really well. Unfortunately, I don't feel like we had much to do with it other than chopping a few oranges. So I think we're getting more credit for it than my mate who ended up cooking it.
Did you do it at somebody's house?
Yes, and I really loved it. It was a proper cook-along, and I think bake clubs are the way to go. Way forward,
I really want to do it, but I feel like I would be I really want to do it because I think I'd really enjoy it. But I also feel like I'd get really carried away and think that I'm better than everybody there. And
No,
all the rest of it.
it's a club, not a competition.
Yeah, I know.
It's not like you log it at the end. It's not like CrossFit. At the end of a CrossFit, you log your times and everything, and then you look at everybody else and go, how fast did you do it? That's not what Bake Club is, babe. Bake Club is just baking. We got loads of activity in the stream here. Max says, is Max new? Have we had Max here before?
I think this might be Max's first time on Backchannel, but Max, you're a familiar voice to Max because Max listens every morning to Everyday Positivity.
Hey, right. So I'm at that stage with this cake. I don't know quite how I'm going to do this, by the way.
Let's back up, Kate. Let's back up.
Okay.
Why are you in the kitchen?
This is why you're the producer. This is why you're the producer. Okay, so today is National Chocolate Cake Day. And so we decided that it would be fun to see what happens. That's what I was saying. Backchannel's so new that we can try this sort of thing out. So you can watch on your Amazon Echo show. You can listen as well. Or you can be watching on YouTube. So if you're listening and you want to see what's going on, head over to YouTube and find the Backchannel channel. And you can watch us on there. Or you can find us in the Everyday Positivity Facebook group, Everyday Positivity with Kate Cocker. And we're live in the Facebook group right now. And if you're watching in those places, or like on Twitter, at Backchannel Live, you can message us through those platforms, or you can message us via backchannel.tv and you can get in on the comments. And you know what? It's lovely because everyone says hello to everybody else. So, Sunny and Stacey and Kristen and Max, they're all there ready for you. So make sure that you're in there with us. We'll try our best to describe what's going on if you can't or don't have a visual on us. But mainly come and watch what's going on. Right. And it's National Chocolate Cake Day. And I'm a bit all over the place.
And it's National Chocolate Cake Day. Kate was saying about how new Backchannel is and how new some of the technology is. And sometimes it gets things wrong. It's speech to text. So sometimes you speak things to your device and it comes through all funny because it can't understand you. Or in Jennifer's case, sometimes your device just gives you a different name and decides to call you Max.
We had that right at the beginning, didn't we? Where Tennille was called Danny. And she was going, no, I'm Tennille.
I'm
Hi,
Tennille.
Danny.
So, Jennifer, thank you so much for being here.
Jennifer, thank you for being on Backchannel.
Yes.
That was my impression of Eliza.
So, happy National Cake Day.
So, Chocolate Cake Day. Now, the reason that I'm doing this is because I have to. So, I volunteer for a cake charity, and the cake charity is called Free Cakes Manchester. And people get in touch with Free Cakes Manchester and they say, hey, my daughter's birthday's on Friday. Could you send us a cake? And there's a group of us volunteers who love a bit of baking and don't want to eat all the cake by ourselves. So, we then make cake for people. So I'm in the middle of actually making a rainbow cake because lo and behold, for the first time I'm doing this, the person I'm baking for is allergic to chocolate. Imagine being allergic to chocolate.
I know. That's unfortunate.
So that's what we're doing. I've baked the red and yellow bit already. I'm going to do the green and blue cakes. So I'm going to set this going. I can't hear you when this goes.
Okay, that's fine.
No, in fact, I've got to break some eggs first because you can't do anything without breaking some eggs. Right?
You can't do anything without breaking a few eggs. Kobe says good luck.
What's your general go-to? What's your general go-to cake recipe? Well, I'm not on
I love
camera,
all
so
kinds of cake. There's no such thing as bad cake. Let us know in the chat. Say to your device. My favorite kind of cake is. I went through a couple of years ago when I lived with my old housemates, I was chief birthday cake maker then. So I made a classic Victoria sponge for my mate Jack, which is just jam and whipped cream, which is a good, it's just safe go-to. And then a carrot cake for my friend Vicky. Now, I love a carrot cake. It's soft, it's moist, it's delicious. But the real reason people like carrot cake is so they can eat just so much cream cheese frosting.
Yeah, my daughter's into a bit of cream cheese frosting. For her birthday, she wants a red velvet cake with a cream cheese frosting.
So, when I went to our breakfast buffet in Las Vegas, they had red velvet pancakes on their breakfast menu.
Wow.
And I ate a million of them, and it made me sick, and I didn't need to eat for the rest of the day. Stacey says, "Will you make me hungry?" Okay, well, should we go to today's episode of Everyday Positivity?
Pardon?
Should we go to today's episode of Everyday Positivity?
That's a great idea. Right.
I know.
It's like you know what you're doing. While I'm completely not. Okay, so today's Everyday Positivity episode is brought to you by Everyday Positivity. And this one is about something we should all be thinking about all the time. I eat cake. I am never more attentive to how I eat a certain food. I love cake. It's my favourite. When it's baked and I've iced it, I know that I get a slice of it. I separate it down the buttercream in the middle. I make sure that I eat it in a certain order so that I get the nice gooey icing at a certain time. It's a process that reminds me of being kind to me. And that's all I want you to do today. I want today's episode to be a really simple reminder that whatever you have going on in your world today, whatever stresses come at you, whatever was stressful for you yesterday, whatever it is that is holding your tension in places that you probably don't even realize you're holding it, everything is going to be okay. And remember to be kind to you. Take some time. Do something that you need. Relieve yourself of the day's pressures. Give yourself some credit. I know I say this a lot, but never forget that all the experiences that you have experienced up until this point have got you ready for today. It means that you can back yourself and you can deal with any situation that is thrown at you. And you can always eat cake. What cake makes you feel the best?
The one that I'm eating right now, I think.
That's a good flavour of cake.
Yeah, the one that I've got right now. I love that.
Oh, there's lots going on in the chat. So I'm looking down. When I'm looking down, I'm looking at the chat. Sunny says the cake that comes in a box. I really like cakes that have light citrus flavors. That's very specific. The light citrus flavor in there.
Not heavy
I
citrus.
make my icing when I ice Christmas cake. I put a little bit of lemon in, and sometimes it comes through. Or it just preserves. It just makes it. I don't know what it does. I'm assuming it makes it last longer. I don't know. But yeah, it just means that you get a nice little citrusy flavor in the icing. What's your opinions on ice cream cake? Says Sunny.
So here in the UK, where Kate and I are based, I don't think ice cream cakes are a big thing. But somebody told me that they're what we would call a Viennetta. Is that right?
Yeah, I think so. Ice cream cakes are just that kind of. Oh, I've turned you up now. I can hear you. Ice cream cakes are just like a Viennetta, and they might have layers of chocolate running through them, like a Viennetta does. That's true.
Yeah.
I thought an ice cream cake came on like a biscuit base or something like that with ice cream on top.
So
someone's going to tell us in a minute.
There's no stupid questions on Positivity Island, but
no.
Does an ice cream cake have sponge in it, like a sponge cake, and ice cream, or no? Is it all ice cream?
Oh, I think we might need to divert to people who know.
If you're an ice cream cake expert, please let me know.
You don't even have to be an expert, to be fair. You just have to.
No, you don't.
Just know a bit about cakes. I'm going extra vanilla.
Sunny
extra
says the cake.
Vanilla.
Yeah.
All gone.
Nice. That's the good kind as well.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, ice cream cake. Over here in the US, if you would order ice cream cake, it has some sponge cake. Okay.
There you go.
Interesting.
It's a bit like a Sara Lee Gatto. You know, they have like mousse. It probably has ice cream instead.
Yeah. Kobe says I love ice cream cake.
Can I make a noise?
Can you make a noise? Yeah, I might turn you down depending on how loud you're being.
Okay, well you keep talking.
I will do. Oh no, that's okay. I'm going to turn it down a bit. My favorite, I call it the most important cake of the year, and it's the Christmas cake.
I can't hear you. Go on.
Which is just like a heavy, it's like a fruit cake. No, it's not like a fruit cake. It is a fruit cake.
A Dundee cake.
It's the most important cake of the year. Yeah, like a Dundee cake. And the reason why it's the most important cake of the year is because it takes ages to make. So it's a real labor of love, I think, because you make it in November and then you feed it. You feed the cake with like brandy every weekend, and then
that does sound like Christmas cake.
Exactly. Then you cover it in marzipan, and then you get to ice it and cut it. And then my favorite part about the Christmas cake is getting into a fight with my mum about when we're allowed to cut into it, about when we're allowed to eat it. Because I want to eat it Christmas Day, but no, you're not allowed.
Yes. I need to wash my hands.
Okay, Kate's Kitchen, the Backchannel friends. Kate's Kitchen is looking spotless today, which I think she might have.
Everything's this end.
Everything's just behind the camera. No, that's true. But okay, so just to go back to Kate's episode of Everyday Positivity, what I like about it is, and I think it comes back to doing things with intent, like I think we might have talked about earlier in this week.
Yeah, that's my theme really at the moment, which is this idea of setting things in the right direction. I've just done an episode for tomorrow. I've done it. The episode for tomorrow is about one word change and how that can reframe how you feel about going into something.
Oh, nice.
Do you remember? I've said it to you before. Do you remember what the word is?
Yeah. Is it? It's not have, is it? Is it have? Oh, it's not. So don't say I have to do this. Say I get to do this.
Correct. Yeah. So it's that idea that I have to go for a run. No, I get to go for a run. And it again, it's that change of instruction to your brain and that change of mindset that means that the world becomes a bit more joyous. So it's like, get excited about something today. Go and get to do something today. Is so different to I have to do this, I have to do that. Like the amount of pressure you're putting on yourself every time you say, right, I have to do this, I have to do that. Ugh.
And even if it's even if it's something that you're not looking forward, oh, I have to go to this meeting tomorrow. Like,
Yeah.
don't, like, if you think about it as I get to go to this meeting, even if it's one you're not looking forward to, then it's a new opportunity, it's a new challenge, it's something.
Well, it encourages you to think that way, doesn't it? And it encourages
Yeah.
it's almost, I mean, the thing is when you to get excited about something and to look forward to something, you're looking for a release of dopamine. And the dopamine hormone is the anticipation hormone. It's the one that goes, oh, I'm going to get rewarded for this.
Mm-hmm.
And so you can get that going literally by that word change. What do you have to do today, Will?
I have to plan tomorrow's shows for Backchannel.
Okay. Change it.
But now I get to plan tomorrow's show for Backchannel.
And how brilliant is that you get to do that?
How much more fun is that?
I know. Look at that. I want to know what you have to do today. So if you are able to talk to your Amazon Echo show, say Eliza, and then say, and then I want to know what you get to do today. What do you get to do today?
Or you can go to backchannel.tv and let us know what you get to do. Sunny said...
Jodie's joined the stream. Hi, Jodie.
Hi, Jodie. And Judy.
I think it might be... Oh, no, Jodie and Judy are together. Brilliant. Make sure that you're commenting on backchannel.tv, or if you can see us, or if you are on an Amazon Echo show, then make sure that you saying, Eliza, you know what we mean. Eliza, say, and then your message, and you'll get through to us. It'd be lovely to meet you. Right, go on. Tell me what's going on.
Sunny said is... Okay, that's fine. Sunny said, is tiramisu a cake or a pudding? I don't know.
That's like, is Jaffa cake a biscuit or a cake?
Yes, and the answer to any of them is I don't know, but I'm very excited to eat them. Tiramisu is one of my top 3 favourite desserts of all time.
I'm going to say it's a gatto.
Of course you are, Kate. Of course you're going to say it's a gatto. Jennifer said, I love everyday positivity. It helps me right after listening to the news as part of their morning, whatever it's called. So thank you, Jennifer, so much for listening.
Yeah.
Sunny said, honestly, the only things I have to do today are things I already want to do. There's a fun VR conference I'm scheduled to attend and a new VR something game release as well. Massive multiplayer online role-playing game. I knew that because I'm a big nerd.
Sunny's the new producer of the show. So don't forget, because last time we were on, she was able to come up with a name for the Dollage.
Mm-hmm.
But I always think that Sunny's always got quite an exciting day ahead. Whenever she shares, I'm going to a VR conference. I'm always like, I would like to live your life.
Sunny's
I want to go to that VR conference.
Stacey said, all this cake talk is making me hungry. Me too. I just had lunch, which was an egg salad, which was healthy and I feel virtuous, but I really want a massive piece of cake. There's a dessert shop around the corner from me that was in the news recently for using the wrong kind of sprinkles. And they serve a piece of cake that's so rich, it's like 1 million calories. But we're not going to talk about that.
I've overdone it on the scales. It didn't like me very much. It said outage. Yeah. So your good news is that you're looking forward to doing a few things. My good news is that I've got CrossFit later, and I'm always happy. I went yesterday, and I went, oh, I'm really happy here. I love it when I go to the CrossFit session. But there's lots of good news going on around the world, isn't there?
Yes. Here it is.
Here it is.
Okay, Italy has banned fur farming. It's good news. The Italian Senate has voted to approve an amendment to the budget law that will close the remaining 10 mink farms in Italy within 6 months and ban fur farming throughout the country. There are very clear economic, environmental, public health, and of course animal welfare reasons to close and ban fur farms, said the director of the Humane Society International in Italy. The amendment requires all active fur farms in Italy to be closed by June 30th this year.
No way, that's quick.
It is. It also includes an immediate ban on the breeding of mink, foxes, raccoon dogs, and chinchillas. But fur has been falling out of fashion in the kind of the fashion world. A lot of major brands like Gucci, Prada, Valentino, and Versace have all banned the use of fur in their collections. And very large retailers have just stopped selling it, which is good. Good news.
Did you say it was?
Say again, sorry.
Which country did you say it was?
Italy, which, you
So
know,
I suppose quite a fashion country.
fashion
That's quite a
capital of the
big deal,
world.
isn't it?
That is good news. Sunny said, yay, that's great.
It is great.
So good, because, and I think as well, faux fur is so great. Like, it's just like real fur. Do you know what I mean? Like, like
Yeah,
something...
you couldn't tell the difference.
No, well, I couldn't anyway.
There's no virtue in, like, oh, look at my real fur.
Yeah. Because you're not going to be impressing anybody now anymore. So...
No, not at all. In fact, probably completely opposite. You're probably walking around saying, look at my fake fur.
Yeah.
Because it
so
is
that's
warm.
good news. Yeah, I'm sure it will keep you toasty, but if you live in Italy, you don't need it.
Well, in some places in Italy, Mike.
It could get cold.
As in warm clothing, not fur, obviously.
Yeah.
Quick backtrack, quick clarification of what I actually mean. So yeah,
Sunny
good news.
That is good news. Sunny said faux fur is superior. Jennifer said, I have 2 cake shops in 3 small blocks around me, and one is the best in New York City. And that is...
How do we make that a thing?
Well, move to New York City, I guess. I love that.
Well, no,
Jennifer said,
how do we decide between the cake shop round the corner from you in Leeds versus the cake shop that Jennifer's talking about?
well, I live in the next to the greatest one in Leeds, and Jennifer lives next to the greatest one in New York, so...
But which one is better?
It's not important. It's like the one that's better is the one that's closest to you. It's like your favorite kind of cake.
It's like your favorite cake is the one you're eating, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha. I do like a coffee cake. You know,
coffee and walnut. Great
coffee
cake.
and walnut is a great cake. They do one in a coffee shop, which is a long way away from me, in Hebden, which is closer to you.
Yeah.
And it's lovely. I remember it well.
What kind of what color food coloring is that, Kate?
This is blue.
Okay.
I've got it on my hand. I didn't want to do that.
It'll stain.
It will stain. Right. Well, more good news.
More good news. So, birthday card plea for 101-year-old Scottish woman. I love this story. Edna Clayton is 101 on Monday. And she lives in an assisted living facility in Scotland. Edna has dedicated her life to her son, James. He has Down syndrome, and he lives in sheltered accommodation as well.
And she's 101.
She's 101, and because of the pandemic, Edna spent her 100th birthday kind of without much celebration. Cards, visits, big to-do, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So the staff at the... assisted living facility where Edna lives are asking people to send her as many cards as possible.
Cute.
Which I think is super achievable. So that's my job for after this show. I'm gonna go and buy a birthday card and send it to Edna.
Oh, that's super
because
cute.
it's nice to get cards on your birthday, isn't it?
Look at that blue.
Whoa.
Blue cake.
That's
I think I
such
need
a
another squirt of blue in there. I don't think I do.
I think that's blue enough.
I think that's blue enough. We can save the other blue for the blue.
Okay.
Something else.
Jennifer said she has to come here and test the dessert shops, the cake shops.
Are you trying to lure me, Jennifer, to come to your house? I love a cake shop. America. How I would say. I'm going to say that New York cake shop is going to be better than the Leeds cake shop.
How dare you? Well, so the reason it got in trouble is because it was using imported sprinkles from America, which you're not allowed to use here because the E-numbers are different.
That's interesting.
But that's where I got in trouble. Sprinklegate.
I think there's a whole thing in E-numbers, isn't there? A whole.
Oh yeah.
Because oh no, it doesn't matter. Anyway, go on. Next. So the name of the 101-year-old lady.
Edna Clayton.
Happy birthday, Edna.
So I think if I send her a birthday card today, it'll get up to Scotland by Monday, easily.
Yeah.
I'll send it first class.
Yeah, easily.
Because it's nice to get cards on your
you could just
birthday.
take it to her. Do you remember that time that you sent me a card, my Christmas card, and then about a week later you arrived in my house at the same time as the Christmas card?
So this is why I included this. This is why I included this story in good news today, because I love sending and receiving cards on my birthday and at Christmas. Yes, I love writing them. I like receiving them. It's a bit of a tradition, especially when I get them to send them to my friends all around the world. So I sent Kate and her family a Christmas card, and I sent it first class so it would get there quickly.
Green.
That's very green.
Yeah.
It almost matches your jumper.
Yeah.
And then I was sat in Kate's house doing some work because it was Christmas and we were hanging out. And there was a knock on the door, and because I'm a bit comfortable, I just went to open it and get her, take in her packages.
I'm a bit comfortable.
Because I'm a bit comfortable, because I've just made myself at home.
He puts his socks up on my sofa, feet up on the sofa with his socks on with holes in.
My holy socks. I went to go and answer it, and it was the Christmas card that I just sent to Kate. So I could have just brought it with me, but no. Anyway, let's have some more good news. 1,000 fin whales spotted off South Orkney. 1,000. It is. First Scottish Today show.
1,000 fin. They're big whales, them.
1,000 fin whales, one of the world's biggest animals, were seen last week swimming in the same seas in which they were driven to near extinction last century. Connor Ryan, an experienced zoologist and photographer, says this may be, quote, one of the largest aggregations of fin whales ever documented. His estimate of 1,000 animals in the area is a conservative one. The reason for this mass gathering was because there were 4 large krill fishing vessels working in the area. And obviously the vessel's presence made them all come so they could snack on the tiny shrimps. So yeah, and if you give me 1 second, if you're watching on a Echo show, I'll put up a video.
Or on YouTube, or if you're watching, in fact.
If you're watching, that's it.
Hi, Frank. Frank's joined the stream. Nice to have you. If you want to take part, head to backchannel.tv, or if you're listening on an Amazon Echo show, say, Eliza, say hello to Kate and Will.
Sure.
Keyword is say.
Yeah, the keyword is say. So, if you're not watching, if you can't see, it's, to be fair, you're not really missing anything. It's a video that somebody's taken from a boat, and you can see like the tops of some of the whales. But what you can see is as they, I'm going to show myself up here, exhale from their blowholes. You can see all of these like spurts of air and water.
I know why you were nervous about that, because the word blowhole, you don't think it's a real word.
No.
And then you say it and you're like, no, it is the word.
Yeah, and also it sounds a bit rude. But that's what's happening. And it's just amazing that what's good is that there's so many whales in this area where they were almost extinct.
Yes, it is good. Right, I'm going to put these cakes into their cake tins.
Frank said hello. Hi, Frank.
Hi, Frank. Listening on Alexa. Right, we're going to go and fill these in. It's quite difficult because the camera angle you can't quite see the cake tin. So, and I'm not sure it's brilliant sonically hearing. I don't think you can hear the cake going into the.
I don't think I
tin.
want to.
Well,
that might sound a bit gross if you didn't know what it was. If you've just joined, welcome, hello, and thank you.
Yes.
Kate is baking a cake, a rainbow cake.
Yes, on National Chocolate Cake Day, I'm baking a rainbow cake.
On National Chocolate Cake Day. What? When you say rainbow,
it would be fun to do. I think other people are also are cooking as well with me, aren't they? Did someone say they were baking as well?
If you're baking along, let us know what you're baking and how it's going. I love baking. I used to be really into it. When you say
baker,
rainbow,
I thought you were going to say. I thought you were going to say I was a champion baker in my youth.
I wouldn't say champion baker, but I was into it. When you say rainbow cake, what do you mean? Like when you cut into it, every sponge
I'm
is a
doing
different
quite a simple
color.
one. It's just red, yellow, green, and blue. And you slice into it and it's red, yellow, green, and blue. I've done
That's
a
amazing.
7-tier one before, but they're too big. It's
Yeah, that's a lot.
impractical.
One of the best cakes I ever made was for my dad. It was like a chocolate peanut butter cake.
Yeah.
For his
Nice.
birthday, and it had like Maltesers on it because he's a big Maltesers fan, and that was 3 tiers as well, and it was massive. Like it was so big you could barely cut it.
Yeah, that's the problem. So this is a birthday cake, and it's for an 18-year-old. So and they're artistic. So they're into art and stuff. So I'm going to make this rainbow cake, and then I'm going to put white icing on it, and then I'm going to make it look like some paintbrushes are painting a rainbow down the side of it.
That's clever.
And I was going to fill it with Skittles, like sweets, candy, but I don't know if that's appropriate for an 18-year-old or not. You know, like, should it be classier than that, or will they like Skittles, or that kind of thing? That's a bit I was worried about. So I could just find that out, I suppose. What do we reckon? Candy in the middle or no candy in the middle? Let me know.
I would go with candy. Stacey says, "Did you know that rainbow cake comes from Korea?"
No way. I did not know that.
Kobe says, "Do it." Kobe's a fan of the candy.
Kobe's in for the. See, I think birthday cakes should be absolute epitomes of joy, right? And so I always think, especially when I'm cooking them for the little ones, I just like when it's like a 6-year-old's cake. I want them to open up the cake or cut into the cake and just be like, "No way!" That's what I want the reaction to be like. Whoa! I'd never in my wildest dreams did I believe. So, like, I've made cupcakes before, and like their mum, when you with your own kids, you probably don't put as much chocolate on as I do. But I've made cupcakes before where I've just laid like loads of candy on top of them because I want their eyes to pop out their heads.
Yeah.
So I don't quite know how to get an 18-year-old's eyes to pop out their heads because I think you kind of got to judge that a little bit more differently, I think. So, hey, look at that. That's the green one.
I mean, that is green.
Yeah.
Jennifer said, "I have a new stove and I'm going to have to start baking. I just bought baking stuff, but I like making cookies better. I love making cookies. There's a recipe on Bon Appetit. It's I think it might be them. Oh no, it's their BA's best chocolate chip cookies, and they are really good." Jennifer says candy in the middle.
Candy in the middle.
Amazing.
I don't know what Kobe meant. Kobe said something, but I think it's been translated wrong.
I think so too. Kobe said
Kobe, try again. I want to see what you're saying.
Okay. Are you ready for
Dolly quiz? Dolly news or Dolly quiz? What are we doing?
both? We've got we need to talk about that. Okay, so let's start with this piece of Dolly news because it's very on brand for today.
Very on brand.
It is very on brand for today.
What is it then? What is it?
So Dolly Parton has launched her own line of cake mixes. Can you believe that? On National Chocolate Cake Day, I've got a story about how Dolly's launched her own line of cake mixes.
Did she release them today?
I'm telling you about it today, Kate.
Oh, okay.
I happened between Tuesday's show and today, I can tell you that much. So, Dolly Parton, she's teamed up with somebody, like Betty Crocker or somebody like that. She says the lineup of treats includes a southern-style coconut-flavored cake and a banana-flavored cake mix, plus a creamy buttercream frosting and chocolate buttercream frosting. Here we go. I'm excited to launch my own line of cake mixes and frostings with Duncan Hines, the company Duncan Hines, bringing that sweet southern-style baking experience I enjoy to others. So, please, 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 if you're a US-based listener, make a Dolly Parton Duncan Hines cake, because I think that would be incredible.
Surely we can get them in the UK if it's the mix, because we were on with Liv the other day, and they would Liv and Anna was trying to say you can get ice cream, Dolly Parton ice cream.
I will look out for it.
But so we couldn't have got a Dolly Parton ice cream, travel over to the UK, but we could probably get some cake mix, and then we should make that.
We should make that. So we'll look out for it, but that's just incredible. And here's what else Dolly said, and it's about having people in your kitchen. And I'm going to read this to you because I resonated with me very strongly. She said, for the most part, Dolly Parton enjoys a quiet kitchen where she can hum along to soft rock playlist. But there's one person who's almost always welcome, her husband, Carl Dean. I like it when he comes. A lot of the time he'll sit down and watch me or talk. She said that to People magazine. He's a pretty good cook, not gourmet, but Dolly tours so much that he's always through the years had to fix things for himself.
I love that. I love that. Right, I'm going to put the cakes going in the oven.
Okay, that's good timing because I need.
It is. They'll be done by the finish, hopefully, nearly.
Amazing. So.
See
I'll take it.
Look, watch this. Oh.
It's amazing. If you're not watching, if you're only listening, Kate's got one of those amazing ovens, and you'll see them on the Great British Baking Show as well if you've ever watched that. They're the ones where the door disappears underneath the bottom of the oven, and they're amazing. They're incredible.
Right, I'm back with you now. I'm not having to concentrate on the baking of the cake.
Okay, so well done. Good job, well done. So on Tuesday's show, I surprised Kate with some Dolly Parton trivia, just because we've been doing Dolly news for so long.
Well, it's not really that long. How many shows have we done? 20, 19, 10 weeks.
10 weeks worth of Dolly news.
I know what you mean, though. It felt like, how much Dolly news can we do? Let's change this up.
So today, Kate, have you got some...
That's the chat pause.
It was,
we both have a chat pause. We're both mid-thought, and then someone says something in the chat, we both go...
Have you got some Dolly trivia for me?
That silence. It's the chat pause.
It's the chat pause. We figured it out.
And you have to put your hands up like this, like pause.
Pause.
Actual pause.
Oh, like pause.
Are you voguing? Yeah.
Yeah.
Chat pause.
So, Kate, have you got some Dolly trivia to ask me?
I do.
Okay, so I'm really going to need your help with this at home.
I don't know that that's true. You're pretty good on the old Dolly.
Yeah, but I think your questions are going to be much more difficult. So, if you're listening at home, if you're watching us on an Echo show, you can use the magic word say the name of your device followed by the word say, and then whatever you think the answer to our Dolly trivia is. Or if you're watching elsewhere, you can type it in the chat, or you can go to backchannel.tv and get in touch that way. Courtney's doing the stream. Hello, Courtney.
Hi, Courtney. Listen, I'm quite excited. I'm trying to organise my screen so I can get the questions. Right, I can't see you now, Will. So if you're talking away, you can do all sorts of faces at me, and I won't know. Okay, here we go. Do we need a little thingy? Stabby.
Yeah,
thingy?
we do. We do. Absolutely.
Question 1.
Come on.
Which pop star is Dolly Parton's goddaughter?
Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure I know this one. Because
it's not a hard one, this one. I thought I'd warm you up.
Thanks. She featured on Dolly News at the start of the year because...
She did.
I can't really remember why, but if you know, get in touch and tell us.
Here we go. Oh, Sunny says Katy Perry.
Okay, good answer.
Do you think it's Katy Perry?
Sunny says I'm not sure at all. I don't think it is Katy Perry. I think
when you know, your brain is going to do a magic joining of the dots.
Yes, I think so.
When you know. Any more? Come on, if you think you know who is Dolly Parton's goddaughter, use your Amazon Echo, instruct her, Eliza, and then the word say, and then put your answer.
Yeah.
Or if you're on backchannel.tv, make sure that you type in your comments. You can also put them on Facebook as well, can't you? Jennifer says Madonna.
That would be good. Yeah, that's not a bad guess. Kobe guessed Katy Perry as well. Can I tell you who I think it is?
Yeah, go on then.
Somebody on Facebook, I'm so sorry that I don't know your name, that your name's not come through, said Billy Ray Cyrus's daughter. Yes, Miley Cyrus.
Correct, Miley Cyrus.
It
What
is
we
Miley
need
Cyrus.
is Dolly going, little voice clip of Dolly going, yay! And a little voice clip of Dolly going, oh, what you talking about when it's wrong? Yes. Doug says Miley Cyrus as well.
Yes.
Brilliant. Miley Cyrus it is. And okay, go for it. Join the dots. Do you know? Or assume the dots. I think when you find it out, I think you go, oh yeah, Miley Cyrus, Billy Ray Cyrus, country music.
Oh yeah, it's the Billy Ray Cyrus country music connection, which is nice.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
Elma
great.
on Facebook. Well done, Elma.
Well done, Elma. And then I think you also go, oh, now it makes sense now, because Miley's voice is amazing. She's done that Jolene cover, and it's just wonderful.
Yes, it is wonderful, and they sound really similar. Like they could be probably granddaughter and grandmother if you didn't know.
Yeah.
And there's I can't remember which Disney show it is. So if you know, please correct me. But they were on that together, I think, as grandmother and granddaughter. I'm pretty sure it was the Disney show. Anyway.
And mother and granddaughter. Interesting. Okay, next question.
Yes, please.
Give us a tinkle.
Oh, sorry. I didn't...
Next question.
Hannah Montana. Thanks, Doug.
Hannah Montana. Was Dolly Parton Hannah Montana's grandmother?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
And Miley Cyrus was on Black Mirror recently, Sonny. I think last year sometime. I've never watched any Black Mirror, you know. I know we set out to do question 2 and then we got distracted by this is it, chat pause.
This is why I love Backchannel.
I know, we just go, oh, let's go over here. No, let's have a chat.
Yeah.
Chat pause. Okay. Question 2. This is quite hard.
Mm-hmm.
Dolly Parton is married to the limelight shunning Carl Thomas Dean. What line of business is he in? There might be a clue in that. I don't know. Depends how you read the answer.
Lime? Is he the lime?
Line. Line. What line of businesses is he in?
No, he's the limelight shunning. So is he in the lime business? No. No, I understand. I'm just trying to be funny. You expect him to be something in the music industry, and I know that he's not.
Okay.
I know it's got nothing to do with like music or entertainment or anything like that. But
maybe I don't know. I can't give you any clues.
I
want to know what you think. If you think you know the answer, just guess, what does Dolly Parton's husband do? He's notoriously out of the limelight. I wonder what job he does. He doesn't cook. She says he's not a chef.
He's not a gourmet chef, so that rules that out.
Jennifer's saying financial business.
Yeah. For some reason, I did feel like it was something in like buildings or construction or something like that. Go
on, have a guess. Sonny says contract work.
Yeah, it could be that.
Stacey says mechanic.
Doug said like he's in the asphalt business, like the tarmacking business. But I'm gonna go with building contractor, like buildingy.
Well, no, you were right in the first place. Doug says retired asphalt businessman, which I thought was very clever. I always wonder if there was an internet search that went on there before that answer came in.
If I know Doug.
Quite specific.
If I know Doug.
Good on you, Doug. Yeah, road surfacing is what he does. And obviously retired now as well.
You would be, wouldn't you?
It was what he did.
Yeah.
Okay, question. That. I know. I love that, like, Kobe's put accountant as well. I love that, this idea that it's a normal, in inverted commas, it's not a pop star job. It's not like he makes the rhinestones for outfits. Oh, no. And he works as a mechanic.
This has kind of always been the deal with Carl Dean, is that he's kind of always just been like, he's never been Dolly Parton's husband. He's always just kind of been like some guy. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's not famous. He's not trying to profit off Dolly's success. He's just trying to be like married to Dolly. He's just trying to be some guy.
Oh, a bit like Stedman with Oprah.
Yeah.
I always think of Stedman like that as well. Oh.
Okay. Let's have another one.
Next question. Here we go. Darling, 9 to 5.
Mm-hmm.
was nominated for the Best Original Song Oscar in 1981.
Okay.
But it didn't win it. What did it lose out to? What song did it lose out to? This is a good song question.
Okay, can you read it again, please?
Yeah, so 9 to 5 was nominated for the Best Original Song Oscar in 1981. What did it lose out to? Because it didn't win. If you think you know, without looking at the internet, Doug, then make sure that you say, instruct your oh God, I did it. Instruct
Say
your
to your device.
Amazon Echo,
Yeah.
Eliza, say, and then your answer.
So
Very
1981
Yeah.
was a little bit before my time because
look,
I
I've got-
am
yeah.
so youthful.
Yeah.
What have you got?
I've obviously got an Amazon Echo in my kitchen, so every time I say Echo,
Good.
and I have Echo as the instruction. Oh dear. Okay, go on.
Stay said Islands in the Stream. Jennifer said Michael Jackson. Could you read? Sorry, Kate. Can you read the question one more time?
The song 9 to 5,
Yeah.
working 9 to 5, was nominated for the Best Original Song Oscar in 1981. It didn't win. What song did it lose out to?
So best original song. So it's a song from a movie.
Yeah. Doug saying Thriller. I'm not sure that
Yeah.
was for a movie though, was it?
I don't think so. I almost said
Doug
Beauty and
and
the
Jennifer
Beast.
are on the same line with Michael Jackson and Thriller. Doesn't mean they're on the right line.
Yeah.
Kobe says, "I Will Always Love You" is what I think Kobe said, which is again Dolly Parton. Islands
I
in the
think
Stream.
it's from.
That's Dolly Parton as well, Stacey. So it's got to be a song from a film that would have been out in about 1981 that would have been better than 9 to 5. As if
Impossible. I know.
It's just you've got to open your mind to consider that 9 to 5 by Dolly Parton isn't the greatest.
Somebody might have.
Somebody
I
might
almost
have made
said-
a better one.
Yeah, Beauty and the Beast, For Your Eyes Only, 007. It could be a Bond film. That's a good shout because those songs have always.
Where's that
performed
from? Where are you getting
pretty
that
well.
from? Is that someone on Facebook?
That's from the chat here on Restream here in
Oh, right,
Facebook. Don't worry about it. I've got it
I'm
covered.
not looking at the right page because I'm focusing on the questions. Right, I'll look on the right page now. Because I know the answer. I don't need to keep looking.
Yeah, let's say Beauty and the Beast, because I don't know if that's the time, but let's go with that anyway.
I'm gonna say you're wrong.
Okay.
No one's got this one. So, for your dinner party later on in the month,
Yeah.
I don't know whether you're having one or not, but when you're with your friends and you want to start a conversation, you start with this. Did you know that in 1981, the Best Song Oscar, the winner of the Best Song Oscar, got it, was Fame by Fame.
Oh, Fame.
I wanna live forever. There you go.
Okay, so it was Fame. Well, you know what? Good job.
And it was the film called Fame as well, I think it was.
Yeah, so the song is Fame from Fame.
Fame from Fame.
Amazing.
There we go. So what was that then? So last time I got 2 and I got 2. Sonny got 3. I can't remember.
Yeah.
We haven't made a note of what everyone else got.
You
So
know,
this
I'm
time-
not here to keep score.
And you got 1. Okay, fine.
Wow. I'm just here to celebrate Dolly. Yeah, as Sonny said, I don't know about movies and music at that time. Me neither, because I'm so young and gorgeous. But yeah, and it's hard. They were hard questions.
They were hard questions. So I wonder, have we got more questions? Do we want to do more questions? I'm just seeing the time.
I know.
We're running quite late, mate.
I know.
it's
It's
your
all this
turn.
cake talk.
It's your time to bring. Oh,
The beep is going off. So, I think I think next week, let's just do some general trivia. What do you
yes.
think?
Okay. Yes, I think that's a good idea.
I think maybe we may have exhausted
Well, I
our
have to say.
news.
Well, I know, and I have to say that when we were making the marmalade on Tuesday, as I told you, one of my friends that was there is organising a pop quiz, right? And it's sold out. So me and my other friend, we can't go to this pop quiz. We really want to go to the pop quiz. And so she did some of the questions on us. So if you're going to the pop quiz on February the 3rd at the the Edge Theatre with John Thompson, I know there's questions if you want to talk to me about it.
Wow. Sunny said,
Anyway, but it was so fun doing the questions. I think a bit of either music quiz or just general knowledge would be great.
yeah. Sunny said trivia is fun. So let's do it. So after the news, every Tuesday and Thursday, it's trivia
We'll
time.
just do a quick general knowledge piffle
Yeah.
quiz.
Doug says I look it up because he likes to be accurate.
I know, Doug. It's very important to be accurate. It's very important to be accurate. I have a funny feeling that Jennifer says it was wrong or I was wrong. I don't know. But if we've got that wrong, we need to check that out. The
fame question?
Answer. Yeah. I wonder if I need to check if it's right or not.
Maybe.
Whoops. Okay. So should we do some positivity activity?
Yeah. Tell us about that.
Positive activity. So every single show, I want to share with you an activity that you can do that helps you to maintain a positive mindset. And in line with today's show, it's been all about cake. We've learned all about cake today. People like citrus cakes. People like green cakes. Will likes whatever cake is in front of him right now. Cake. Cake is something that, for me, is an example of being kind to myself, but also I love baking cakes. And so your positivity activity today is to spend some time between now and Tuesday, take some time to make something. The activity of making something gives you that lovely, juicy feeling of I've done something, I've achieved something. So when this cake is made, and I'm not racing around trying to get it iced on time and everything, I'll finish it and I'll go, I have completely enjoyed that process because I've made it. Jordan Peterson says that you should just make your bed in the morning because that activity in itself will make you feel like you have achieved something that day. So what I'm saying to you is go make something. It does not have to be complicated. You don't have to run it through a recipe or anything like that. But between now and Tuesday, make something and bring it back to show to the group on Tuesday, please.
That's a good idea. I always make my beds. It's the first thing I do every morning is make my bed. And this morning, for whatever reason, I did things in a different order. And I was sat eating my breakfast and I thought, I've not made my bed yet. And I couldn't enjoy my breakfast because I knew I hadn't made my bed yet.
Oh, wow. That's quite interesting.
It was weighing on mine. So he says yes, get in the state of flow and create.
Oh, yes, Sunny. Can always rely on Sunny to do a big yes. So yes. Get into that state of flow and create. And it's more about what you do afterwards as well. Not more about, it's about what comes afterwards. So I will, like making something could be you buy a bunch of flowers and you put them together prettily in your vase or vase or whatever it is that you want to achieve. I think just go about making something can give you that lovely achievement dopamine hit. Okay, so the end of the show is nigh. What's coming up next? We've got Jam and Renee.
This show's flown by.
I know. Suddenly I was like, oh gosh, it's the time.
I don't know how it happens. Yes, from 10 a.m. Eastern time. So that's coming up right now. The wonderful Jam and Renee. They're so much fun. So stick around for them. After them, from 12 p.m. is the Anthony Davis Show, our friend Anthony Davis. From 2 p.m. is Your Pal Hal with Hal Rudnick. And then rounding out the day to see you home is Mario Smith from 4 p.m. with The Drive. They're all in Eastern Standard Time. So there you go.
Now, I can't tell you enough that you are part of something here. This whole thing is new. We're trying out new things all the time, hence trying to bake a cake on the internet when you can't even see me baking the cake and I'm trying to concentrate running a show at the same time. It's just been loads of fun to do that with you today. But don't forget that you are here at the start of something. So you are kind of founding members of Backchannel, or you're a kind of founding member of Backchannel. So make sure that you're supporting everybody else on the programs, because the idea is that we create a community for you to be part of and we keep you company all day long. And as it grows and grows, at some point everywhere in the world, you'll be able to say, Eliza, say hello to people all over the world. So let's connect, let's enjoy, and stick with Backchannel for the rest of the day.